about your mom. Because my mother calls me up one day.
Oh, you were talking to me and not him, right?
Yeah. No, she calls me up and she goes, I never knew you did bluegrass music. And I went, well, I've actually written 4 bluegrass songs, but never put them out, never had them cut. And she said, well, I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I bought your CD. And I went, I don't have a bluegrass CD. She just argued with me over and over and over. So I finally go to her house, you know, she lives in Birmingham, and I go down there, and she shows me the CD, and it's Marc Barnette, which is a very famous banjo player, guitar player, and he's got his picture on the front of it. That's not me, you know? God. So you know, I mean,
We are related.
yeah, we're related.
Y'all got the same mom.
It's really funny. I get to do the most fun thing. I get to see Nashville through new sets of eyes all the time. Because I work with primarily people from out of town, all ages, you know, all genres, all kinds of stuff. And a guy came up to me. I have what I call songwriting tours that I work with people on their existing songs, and I write songs with them, take them around, introduce them to people. And this guy named Rob Marchese, he comes to me. He's out of South Florida, 65 years old, retired attorney. And his girlfriend had given me to him for a birthday present. He has had this long, full life and always wanted to kind of explore songwriting. Never written, just played guitar a little bit, you know, like most people do. Lawyers, you know, like they do. And he wanted the Nashville experience. So he comes up to Nashville and he brings these ideas. And you know, everybody, oh, I got a great idea for us. Yeah, right, you know. It's been written 470 billion times, you know. And so I said, well, the real thing about songs, this guy's just really, really cool. And as he started to tell, I said, tell me about your life. He starts telling me these stories, just extraordinary. He was at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. That was the first real exposure of Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Otis Redding. And he was right there. He played football, touch football with Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel, Stephen Stills, David Crosby. I mean, he's telling me these things, and he was there at history. And he's like a lot of people that you don't really know you're at history when it's just a thing you're hanging out, you know. And he told me all these things he'd done. I'm going, that's your song, you know? And I'm always, what's your favorite, who's your favorite singer, what style of song, you know? He loved Otis Redding, you know, and I'm okay, well, that's the deal. Now, I just got back from Cleveland. I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you know, and I looked around that place. I spent 2 days there, and I go, my life sucks. These guys, I mean, but you know, you just think, God, other people have done so many things, and then you think back at your own life, and you go, well, no, I've had a really cool time. And so this is a little bit of me, but it's mostly Rob Marchese. We're filming this. This is for you, buddy. And it was his first couple of songs we ever wrote, and he's coming back in a couple of months. So I wanted to do this for him tonight. I look back in time on a life well spent, seen so many changes as this world spins. It's hard to believe, harder to describe. Was there in '67 in Monterey, heard Otis Redding singing Dock of the Bay. Hitchhiked from Berkeley to Denver for a Rocky Mountain high. Learned a million lessons in the school of hard knocks. Don't try to be who you're not. Don't try to be who you're not. I could write a novel about seeing the world, using million nouns, pronouns, and verbs. Spent my last years to describe, but you'd have to be there to see it. I could write all that down, but no one would believe it. Oahu in the early dawn, on the Sunset Strip as the nightlife came on. Heard Joni Mitchell singing about Paris, the city of lights. Been a waiter, been a lawyer, been a jack of all trades, just to discover it's who you are inside that don't change. Been to the lowest of low to the highest of the heights. Well, you can lose all your money, that's just temporary, but you lose everything if you lose integrity. I could write a novel about seeing the world, use 1,000,000 nouns, pronouns, and verbs, spend my last years to describe, but you'd have to be there to see it. I could write all that down, but no one would believe it. You'd have to be there to see it. I